I'm gonna use crimps today instead of knotting.
Okay.
I'm in a more crimpy mood, so.
Test your sound.
Hello, hello. This is Jamie at the Bead Gallery.
Good. Is it a midweek?
It's kind of like a midweek.
Not pop-up. It's more like a midweek hello.
Yeah, a midweek hello.
If you're out there, say hi.
Hi.
If you're not, then and watching this on replay, thanks for watching the replay.
So today is my mama's birthday. And because of that, well, and turquoise is the birthstone for December. So I thought I would pop on. Here we go again. Because of that, I wanted to show some turquoise beads and make a project for my mama. Well, no, actually, I would make it for me because my mom was recently telling me, she's like, I have enough stuff. I was like, okay. She's so funny. She's now at that point in her life where she wants to give away all the things she doesn't need anymore. And I'm like, okay. So I'm always bringing in little goodies from home for sharing. I feel very, very, very lucky. I put all of these turquoise on sale on the website, kind of a secret sale. I want to show you some of my ideas on what I want to do with it. Hi, Amy. Hello, Ruth. Ooh, these little turquoise are so tiny. Oh my gosh, I'll show them to you. They're like seed beads, but I think stringing them would be so cute. All right, let's do this. This is Kingman turquoise. Super pretty. Love them. I forgot we even had these for sale. They're like amazing chunks that we're selling 1 inch at a time. I will tell my mama. So I'm going to make a quick necklace for myself, like a choker. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. So I was like, I might as well use my time wisely and do a share and tell while I make my necklace. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on a crimp, a clasp on the end of my string. And instead of knotting it, I just made a video recently of me knotting it on for a show and tell. But this one, I'm just going to crimp it on. Some days I'm crimpy and some days I'm knotty. That sounds kind of like a Christmas story. Okay, so this is a crimp. This is size 8 nylon and a tiny little lobster. Okay. Everything's secure, so I'm going to take my chain nose plier. I'm going to squeeze it. Just a second. Okay. That's it. Okay. I'm going to string on this pattern. So these are sterling silver beads done in the Navajo pearl style. So I'm using them to separate all of these lovely turquoise. These pieces are so cool. They are beautiful when they're flat. I'll show you. And from the side. I think it's already the end of the day and we're ready to go home. So we turned off a lot of the air conditioner. So oh my gosh, I'm wearing long sleeves right now. And I'm so hot in here. I have all the lights on, sweating just a little. I don't feel perky at all. I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I could turn the fan on. And I actually do have a fan. But the problem is that you will hear a very loud whirring sound. So I shall not turn that on for a while. Okay, here we go. Here's all the beads on. Crimped. I gotta figure out how long I want this necklace. I want it to sit kind of high up on my neck. So I'm going to make it 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So one thing that's nice when you're working with a nylon cord like this is you can knot it repeatedly and that'll suck up all the cord and make it even smaller. So you're under an electric blanket. Hole camoles. So instead of tying this to center it for now, I'm just going to let it be all over. I'm just going to get it to the length that I want first of all, okay? All right, here is how we use the crimp. Crimp goes on, jump ring. I'm going to go back into the crimp. Okay, now I want to get it close to the length that I want. So I'll measure it one more time. So here is 12, 13, 14. Let's say I want 15. So I will hold the ring at 15 and pull it down. All right. I know it's a little hard to see because I'm doing it in pieces because my ruler is not long enough to fit, but I have the ring at 15. So I'll just slide the crimp up to meet it. Dun, 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 dun. Take your chain nose pliers and squeeze. The second side. Now you can cut this cord off. So simple. I'll center it. Hi, wiping. Alrighty. And if you want to test it, like I'm going to test it to make sure I squeezed it hard enough. Wait, let me squeeze it hard enough before I test it. Because if I pull it and it comes out, there's no getting it back in. Pull. Oh, okay. That feels pretty strong. Then you see the kinks in my thread. If you don't like those kinks in the thread, you can pull them out. So you just take it and pull the thread. And you should be able to pull a lot of the kinks out. Okay. Nice, much smoother. And I want the beads to stay centered. So hold it. Two ends lined up. Find my needle. And now I will make a knot where I want it to land. You can use your chain nose pliers or your round nose pliers if you don't have your knotting tweezers handy. That's one side. And now to the other. So reach, pinch, pull down, and then you can use your fingers to get it even closer. Okay. This is my necklace. Now, let's say I want it a little tighter. I'll just put some more knots, maybe like one on each side or not. So easy. Hi, June. Hi, Betsy. Then I'll put it on, and hopefully you will think it is as cute as I do. Okay, now, I put these on sale for you guys. Why? Because it's my mama's birthday. I'll put it on sale to this Friday. Her birthday's today. And then I put these on sale too. All these tiny little turquoises. Pink. All of these are 15% off. And you don't have to do anything, which is nice. You just check out. I should give you the numbers. Okay, let me put my necklace on first. This one is Gem 549. Da-da-da. Gem 549. It's $27 and you get 1 inch of beads. It is so cool. I put in the Navajo spacers in between. As usual, if you have questions, just ask me and I'm totally here to help. What's on my left wrist? This one? This is a new kit. And it's only $22. And I made a video to go with it. Sorry, I'm putting my earrings on, Sherry. Hold on. So I think we have 10 of each. So if you guys want that kit, tell me and I'll hold it for you. And then I'll finish editing the video tonight so you have the how-to. We did it with Swarovski crystals. So this one I think is the Siam double AB in between these sparkly beads. So cute, right? They look like little snowballs. This one is the dark blue one, and it has the double silver Swarovskis in between. And then it has a silicone slide and the nylon cord. So we put these together. Ding, 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 ding. So easy to make. All right, I'm gonna put my necklace on. I will tell my mama. And I was like, I'm making this necklace. So I wanted to hang out with you all before. Okay, one moment, please. I'm going to switch cameras so you can see the necklace on my neck. Put in my camera. And yeah, this is the Kingman turquoise. Come on, get it down. Why is it a little crooked? Oh, because I'm backwards in the mirror. Dun, da. Now, if you wanted it tighter, you can just put a couple knots in it. But I think I'm going to wear mine right there. That's cool. You can put it on wire too if you wanted to. Okay, let me come back. So that's what it looks like. I love these. I mean, like I was trying to figure out a way to sew them down onto a leather band so you could see them this way. Isn't that nice? It's so pretty. If you have an idea of how to make it, so it's 22.95 till Friday. Then I have one more thing. If you have a specific strand you want me to cut it from, I can. You can tell me you want the skinnier pieces in 1 inch, or if you want the chunkier pieces in 1 inch, or if you like the longer pieces that I have, because every strand was different. So I'm wearing the longer ones right here. Have I ever used a screw-on clasp for a necklace on wire? I have, Shelly, but I don't anymore because all of those that we had that were screw-ons broke over the years because of the torque that it has at the point where it joins onto the necklace, and then there's that part where you're doing that. They always break. Customers brought them in so many times in the first, like, couple years of our business. We weren't selling them. They would come in and buy replacements. So then I was like, "Oh, I don't know." So I've never had luck with it myself. This is Gem 549 on sale. And the reason why I'm repeating myself is because I can only cut it. Look, they're not cut, they're new strands. I can only cut it in the live if you decide that you want an inch's worth. They're pretty. And of course, going on at 6:30, 7 o'clock Hawaii time is not the best shopping time anywhere, right? In the United States, it's like minimum 9, it's like 11 p.m., 12 midnight in most places. But I'm driving home on my way home, and I was like, I want to stop and give my mama a hug. So then I was like, okay, I need to do this turquoise sale real quick. So they're all 15% off. I will be very fast to honor my mama. This little baby turquoise here, it is Gem 1866. This one here. So it is 13 inches, $28, 28 less 15% is, if you're watching on YouTube, you can just go to the cart and pop it in right there. So it'd be $23.80. These are bicone shapes. Other one that I really like, so I only picked 4. It is Gem 1865. These are $32. It'll be $27.20, and they are sweet. Like, I was thinking I'm just going to either crochet with it when I have time or just straight string it, which I always have time for straight stringing. So it's Gem 1865. And all you have to do is, you have to type sold if you like it. It'll pop it in the cart for you. Dun, dun, dun. So you can go on the website. It's on sale till Friday, or you can buy it in the Facebook Live. Sold Space Gem 1866. This is 1865. Sorry, I'm not organized today. This was very spur of the moment that I was like, oh, I want to be able to stop and tell my mama I did something to honor you. This is Gem 1867. This one's green. This one's so cool. So it's a green turquoise. So this one is $16. That's 15%, $13.60. I like this color. Maybe I make my mama a tiny little bracelet. But it's really hard as she got older. She's just like, I need less and less stuff. And she's always, and you know what though? It's good preparation for me to think about the value of just spending time with her versus giving her a present. So we just hang out. This one is also going to be $13 on sale. This is the Gem 1864. This is the long bicone. I like this shape. This long bicone, which you see here, right? And in the green one, it's such an elegant shape too. You don't have to do much to make it work. So like the small ones that I showed you, 1865, they are really, really, really tiny. So you could just straight string this and it just be like a really minuscule bracelet. But these, if you just put like a tiny spacer, a metallic spacer in between, bicones look really good when you just put a small spacer. Yeah, Janine, like with our parents aging, it really pulls at the heart so much more. I mean, like there's this bittersweet feeling that I have constantly. And it surprises me because like, when you're young, you just take everything for granted that they're always going to be there. And Jason lost both of his parents. And still, it's still shocking. It's still difficult. So, thank you to my mama for being such a great mama. I appreciate her. I'm going to tell her to watch this and ask her, which turquoise do you want me to make? Did you make anything with your green bicones, Janine? If so, will you post it? I wonder if she'll like this one. Nope, I know my mom. She'll probably like this one because it's kind of a mixture of different colors. Let me make her something with this. That one's cute. 1866. I'm like, is this enough string to make a bracelet? Ah, it's 5 inches. It's not. I would need about 7 in order to make a knot. Let me see if I have some extra cord. The size 8 was, she doesn't like black. Maybe I can make her a teeny tiny one with this brown cord. Okay. I know, I don't think I've ever shown this technique before on a live or anyone. I don't really do it that often. Sometimes I really feel like I want to show only the techniques that I know are tried and true. But weirdly, this is a tried and true technique, just crimping on the nylon. All right, make Mama a tiny one. Get her this. Put on a clasp. Go back into a crimp. I'm using the 2x2, not the twisted style. I'm just using the straight tube barrel one, but not the bead version, just the barrel. Because the bead one, the edges sometimes can cut through a thread. So you want it to kind of press as flat as possible. Look, you don't even have to waste any thread. You can just go right up there. Put your crimp on. If you want to make knots in between, go for it. Or you can string straight up like I am. I wonder if she would like a teeny tiny silver bead between, maybe not each one. This, I was just going to say those little Navajo ones. That is this one. I'll show you what it looks like next to, because it might be too big for this particular bead. We shall see. So I'll put 3, and then I'll put a M. That is a 2x2 crimp. 2x2. 2x2 tube, smooth, sterling silver, no pokey ends at all. It's a really nice quality one. So it doesn't have, it won't cut into the ends. Oh, that's kind of cute, huh? Let me put 3 more. So here's my little trick when I'm stringing if I take it straight off of the string, you can just poke it right on, and then you don't have to do one at a time. Oh, cute. Come on, focus. Oh my gosh, too much stuff here. All right, last call on these. Anybody likes the one that's on my necklace? Let me know. And if you want the chubby pieces or the skinny pieces. I know. So these are not real Navajo pearl beads, not like the ones that are being were not being, but the ones that used to be handmade many moons ago with the rise of price in silver. Ooh, this is really cute. These are being, um, they are sterling. They're being formed and then taken to Navajo silversmiths who then buff it down into these. That's really, really, really cute. I'm gonna finish this for her. So since my cord, I used to burn my thread ends. Actually, I don't have to. Thank you for saying that. Let me take it off and tell you why I'm not going to burn the thread ends. Because, in every other situation, I always tell you guys to burn your thread ends on the nylon cord, right? This particular one, I am not going to. And I will show you why. This is why this is probably the easiest thing you could ever make. Okay, let me get my necklace. Oh, no, Mom. Oh, I don't have to get my necklace. I can show you right here. It's not going to come undone because it is squished in there. So if it was just overhand knotted, the knot could come undone. But because it is just squished in there, I'm going to leave it. Another really cute thing you can do, which is on this bracelet, is just unfurl it and it'll have little ends. So this is done with the same nylon and we didn't glue it or burn it. We just went like this to untwist it so you have fuzzy cord ends. On these bracelets, it's a size 10 that fit all those beads the best. If you already have some of those beads, all you need is some nylon size 10 and the silicone slide that fits it. Yes, itsy bitsy tiny tassels. Oh my god, this is so cute. I know my mom was gonna like this. She'll say, "I have too much jewelry," and I'll be like, "Just wear it for a little bit, and I can always cut it apart if you don't like." Not that she doesn't like it, because that's another thing. Whether or not she likes it, I think she just feels like she has too much stuff, which I can understand. But you know what? It's like new clothes. You don't have to wear it every single day, the same outfit, right? In fact, who does that? Does anyone do that? You buy a new outfit and then you feel like you have to wear it every single day to get your money's worth. No. Why? Funny though, if like if you got a piece of jewelry, do you feel that way? I don't, but I wonder if people do. Okay, so I'm almost done. Do you know I've never made anything with these beads? I just don't have enough time with all the beads we have. If the bead is really has a small hole, Betsy, where did you go with your mama? I wanted to take my mom to see the redwood forest or Big Sur or something. She's like, I have to. I think I have to be a better convincer, huh? She's like, I'll just stay home, but she does want to go to Japan again. I don't know if you guys remember the last time we went. She and I both got COVID. All right. This, come on, Jamie. Oh, how long is this? My mom and I have almost like very similar sized wrists. 1 more inch. So when you're doing a bracelet like this and you want it to be a little more Fort Bragg, they have beach glass right over there. You can put knots in between. So if you want a knot in between, it'll be more hinged. So it will be how do you say it? More loosey goosey, more flexible if you knot in between. That's always a cute thing too. When you're beading and you come across a bead that's kind of yucky or the size is not exactly what you want, don't think twice, just discard it on the side. Don't think, should I use it? What if I do? Those are always the ones I have to go back and take off. And then I'm like, God, I knew it. So follow your intuition when you're beading as to what the next bead is a good one to put on. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Just, I mean, I think beading is so amazing to teach us what we already know. We already know what we like, what makes us feel comfortable. So this is a perfect practice to solidify our knowingness. Because I tell ya, raise your hand out there if you've done that. Like pick something and you're just like, I really like that, but I'm just gonna do it. And then afterwards you're like, why did I do that? I do think beading is one of the best ways to learn how to be decisive. Sometimes how to live with your mistakes too, right? I mean, that's important. You can't redo some things you've already done. So it's really a nice way to go with it. All right, this I think is done. See how long it is. 6 1/4. Then with the okay, I'll end with a silver bead. Look, I made Mama a birthday bracelet. I'm gonna drop it
Nice.
off for her. I have a
It's tiny and light.
mm-hmm. I'll be just like, leave it on your wrist. Oh, the pieces are tiny. Betsy, I saw this one thing on Pinterest where someone took all these super cute. Look, I'm gonna make a. Should I make a knot? Okay, I'll put a knot, and that way nothing will slide around. I saw this lady who was making this super cute Christmas tree. So she took all the beach glass pieces, drilled holes in the center, and just stacked it up. I was like, "Oh, that is so cute." That is something I think I'd like to do one day. Okay, put on your crimp. Now, this is for all of you out there who have a nylon cord and beads, and you're like, I want to make stuff. But you just, some days it's just like you don't want to get out all your tools and everything. So just go and get your string, some crimps, and your clasp. Bum, bum. I always make a circle before I pull all the slack out. Why? Because a circle needs more line than a straight line does. So this way you won't be taking out all the slack in your bracelet and making it turn into a V shape. Although that can't happen now because I did put a knot at that end. That looks really tiny. Chotomate. Oops. No, I think it'll fit her. I can get a finger in there. All right. You know what? Better. Well, my intuition says, Jamie, don't rush it and just finish it, just to finish it. Because you're like, gosh, every time I go live, it is one of the most stressful things ever. Like, I'm like, is this boring? Should I hurry? Ugh. Anybody else out there goes on, does lives and feels like that? Oh no! I dropped my jump ring. It's okay. But one more bead. That's a cracked one. Did not like the ending on that. Okay, one more. Just that. Just that 4 millimeters. Wait, what was that? Was my ring stuck on my sweaty little hand and it just dropped off? It did. Look at that. I did not drop it. Okay. Put on my hand crimp. So one thing that's good about making that knot where I did at the end, if the bracelet breaks at the crimp, you will not lose your bead. It will just stay on that thread. So put in the crimpy. I love that sound of the nylon going through. It's like almost like a zipper sound. Okie squeezing that crimp. Don't squeeze it right next to the jump ring, okay? Always leave a little bit of some working space right there. I'm gonna cut it here so I can give her a little. My goodness. There. A little peach fuzz. The other side can't because I burned that side on the last time I made something. So if you don't want this to unfurl and come undone and you don't have a lighter, just tie a little knot and that'll stop it. Then you don't waste any thread. Ding. Always keep your card so that you can put it back on. And you know what size your thread is because it'll say number 6 or whatever your thread is. And you have a little bracelet. So cute. I will deliver that to my mama. Thank you for joining me. I enjoyed it. You made several tiny little bead bracelets, Janine. Very nice. Oh, I wish I didn't have to rush off, but I have a 9 o'clock meeting, 10 p.m. meeting tonight to work on the website. Been doing that since COVID. I don't know. This 10 p.m. thing is getting a little bit, I was gonna say it's getting old. But you know what's getting old? I am. So maybe that's the problem. Because I'm like, oh my God, that's late. So this is the one I used on my mama's bracelet, Gem 1866. Again, these are all 15% till the end of the week. I'll probably be back and I'll make some more stuff with these. This was just to get something going. This is my necklace. Neat. I know. I love the instant satisfaction. I am using soldered rings. We were out of these for a long time. This is S28 if you need some. It is $6 for 10 of sterling silver 4 millimeter closed soldered rings. The soldering is pretty darn nice on these. Like they're not like obvious and clunky, so I like it. They're clean. So don't put a dash if you want to purchase it, or you can find it online. S28. So don't put that little hyphen. S28. Then I used the lobster S111. S111, no hyphens. And if you like those Navajo the 3 millimeters are so, I love them. They are sweet and they're nice. They are so beautiful. M1960. Thank you very much for hanging out with me and enjoying. If you need a Christmas bracelet, let me know. Miss Betsy, when you put S28, do me a favor and don't put that little hyphen in between. Just put S28 and S111. The computer is a little picky. It doesn't like hyphens, so we took them out for the computer portion. So minus your hyphens, my friend, and it will work better, or it will just work. Oh. Okay, you see what's happening when it slides round and round? I don't like that. So, Sherry, don't put the hyphen. Hmm, I'm not doing a good job explaining that, am I? Go like this. S28 for the soldered ring, S28, and S111 if you like a lobster, M1960 if you like the silver beads. So, ah, I would have been good in the country without all this tech stuff, huh? Just make it up as you go. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know I say that a lot, but it's because I really mean it. I enjoy interaction so much. And when you guys come to Hawaii, I love it so much when you guys can come to the studio and hang out. It's so much fun. This necklace is really nice. I think if this, you know how it kind of collapses because of the weight, so it kind of pulls it like a swing. If I put it on a wire that could keep rounded, I'm gonna try that too. These are really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna leave this mess. You wanna see what it looks like? You wanna see what my desk looks like now? Look, it's nuts. So we'll go like that. I'll just leave it. I'm gonna go and deliver this. Oh, you know what I was saying? This. You know how it's hard to keep going round and round and catching it, right? Well, it is. So let's hang something on there, even if it's something really small. Um, it'll add some weight, and that way my mom won't have a hard time grabbing it when it comes around. Maybe I have a tiny gemstone I can put on there that she will like. Oh, look at this. I found a tiny turquoise. I'm gonna just wrap that right there. Here's a little trick that I showed in our basic wire wrap course. Now, so something occurred to me. Um, Jason and I just did our basic wire wrap course. Spent a couple months making it, and there's like 30 videos. And one of my customers was like, "Oh, I already know how to wire wrap." Even so, I feel like there was so much valuable information. Good night. That please don't miss out. Okay, if you could, please not miss out on our basic wire wrap course. It did come with the supplies, but I just love sharing what I know. This is a fake head pin. So I don't want to run around and look for a head pin. And it's such a cute, I came up with this when I was in Tahiti because one of our friends wanted earrings. And I was like, I don't have head pins. It's okay. So you're going to wire wrap onto your item 3 times. So a little bit longer. You want an extra bit of wrap there. Then you're going to slide on your bead, whatever it may be. Okay, now the bead's on. Flip up along the side and wrap over the wraps you just did at the top. And this is your made up head pin. So you don't have to go and look for one. And it looks nice. It looks clean. If you do it with Tahitian pearls, it's pretty darn amazing. It's not even like a substitute. It just looks really nice. So here is how you can wrap with a piece of wire if you don't have a head pin. Now when my mama goes to put it on, it will stay right here, see? And she can reach for it rather than it just going round and round. So put a little bit of some weight at the end and it'll work. I have to make one for myself. And matching with my mama. Bye, you guys. Okay, here's a heart, some shakas, and appreciate you for being my friends and hanging out with me. Good night.